Good afternoon, fellow F1 fans, and welcome to this, which is episode 28 of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Season 2 of our Williams Road to Glory here on F1 Manager 22. So, obviously, episode 28, we are really starting to crack through with these now. So if you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, then you can obviously click on the playlist in my channel and that will direct you to all of the previous episodes. If you want to watch any particular race with lots of action, lots of highlights, the one I cannot stress highly enough is the Belgian Grand Prix from Series 1. That is, to this day, still the most exciting race I've ever played on this so far, with 5 safety cars. But for right now, we're going to Azerbaijan. Now, what happened last time out? So we were in Monaco, and in Monaco, we were devoid, shall we say, of any real on-track action. There wasn't many overtakes across the entire grid. No real crashes, no real spins, lockups, nothing like that. However, what we did have was some pit stop drama, and we basically went for a bit of an overcut when it came to the pit stops with both Albon and Pierre Gasly, which meant that we actually managed to overcut each driver, managed to get about 3 places at least each. They managed to pick themselves up, which was really, really good. Max Verstappen, who's currently the drivers champion leader currently in this season, he failed to qualify in the top 10, and he also failed to finish in the top 10, so he got no points. However, if you have not seen any episodes of this series so far, then you'll know in order to get points in this particular series, we have to finish 8th or higher to earn points. And the driver who comes in first will only get 10 points for winning the race, and it will be no bonus point if you manage to get the fastest lap. So we are in Baku, so we're just going to take a quick look at it. So of course we do have a very fast circuit, lots and lots of straights, but also lots and lots of slow speed corners. Now for our car, the low speed cornerings is not our greatest attribute. It's definitely not our best. However, following the Monaco Grand Prix, we finally completed the design of our new side pods, which the only way that we were going to get them for this race, and obviously they were a big thing for our race because that meant that would boost our low speed cornering speeds, it meant that we had to emergency build them. So we built in 2 on an emergency basis, and then we did 1 more as a backup to go into the warehouse for when we absolutely do need it. So in terms of safety car deployments, what is suggested to happen is that there is a 100% guarantee that we're going to get a safety car or a virtual safety car, because that has happened in every single race over the last 4 seasons. Now, when that does happen, if you manage to time your pit strategy right, you are going to save yourselves on average about 11 seconds of your pit time compared to a standard average green flag running track. So that could come in really, really handy. The expected strategies are a 1-stop in this one. They are expected to be a 1-stop. However, we're going to possibly see, maybe could we go for a very, very attacking 2-stop. That is something that we're going to take a look at. Last season's results, of course, we were, it was one of our races where we had got rid of Nicholas Latifi and we brought in Jack Doohan, and we didn't do very well. Really didn't do very well in that particular one. And it has been a Red Bull circuit for the last 2 seasons. They've really managed to get good situations here with that. Of course, the 2021 one, that was the one where infamously Max Verstappen's tyres completely blew up, and then Lewis Hamilton on the restart after the red flag completely overshot the first corner and ended up not even finishing in the points, which could have cost him that race, that year's Drivers' Championships, but we're not going to dwell on that. However, when it comes to red flags, speaking of red flags, we actually did have a red flag in practice 2. Qualifying 2. It was Daniel Ricciardo, unfortunately, crashed out, so he finished P15 in that regard. So it meant there was a bit of a confusion when we restarted the race there. I'm not going to lie, it was a bit of a hodgepodge. People were all out at different times. Some people had done runs, some people hadn't done runs. We had about 6 or 7 minutes left, and so it just threw quite a bit of chaos into it. But regardless, we did qualify. Albon finished in P14, and it was Pierre Gasly. So I forgot his name for a second. Do apologise there, Pierre. It was very, very, very much a straightforward qualifying 3, where he finished in P8. So let's take a look then at the setups. Can we manage to do a very aggressive 2-stop? Okay, so if we take a look here, and if we just try the aggressive 1-stop, actually let's try a medium, soft medium. Could that potentially work? Actually could, you know. But you'd be looking about 10 seconds faster, whereas with this one, you are literally right on the verge. Literally right on the verge of making it work. And obviously if we do get a safety car, then that would be a big deal there as well. So I think we are going to go, like with Monaco, we are going to go for quite an aggressive one. We're going to go for the aggressive one initially, and then just see what happens. So we do have the spare compounds if we wanted. Yeah, both drivers have a brand new set of soft compound tyres. So we are going to do, as always, we're going to swap the strategies over. There we go. So we always like to do this just so that we can make sure that we don't end up having to double stack. And because Albon is further back, we'll let him be on the slower tyre first and then make his way up. So there you can see we are starting P8 for Gasly and P14 for Albon. Now someone said the other day you can actually add some fuel. So you're starting on 51 here, and you can add 0.6 of a lap on here. So because there's quite likely to be safety cars, I'm not actually going to add any additional fuel for this track. But some of the other ones where fuel use is quite high, we are definitely going to have a look at that for future races. I think that's a really important thing to do. But that's it. We've done enough talking. No more talking is required. Let's get going to the Azerbaijan I can't even speak. Let's get going to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Baku. Let's go.
It's bright and sunny as the drivers line up on the grid. And there we have Pierre Gasly. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. And then we've got Alex Albon. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. Will their hard work pay off today? Here we go with the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
And we're off. So Gasly there in P8, currently making a move on Lando Norris, going into turn 1, and has already managed to gain that place there. Albon is already up into P13 as well.
P7.
So we're right behind Carlos Sainz at the moment. Bottas getting another really good qualifying session, being up into P4.
Just gained by Williams.
It's another example, I think, of the driver really managing to... Oh! Did we go through the tyre there? That seemed a bit strange. Got on board with Albon right at the moment, who's currently right behind Sebastian Vettel. He was battling a lot with Vettel last year when Vettel was with the Aston Martins. However, at the moment we are staying battling with them between Williams and Alfa Romeo as it currently stands. Back on board with Pierre Gasly, who was losing a tiny bit of touch to Lewis Hamilton for a second. There we go, going through the castle section. Make sure that there's no slip-ups. Of course, last year we had a really exciting battle again here at Baku. It was something where, again, we were kind of doing more than we should have been doing. You know, really working hard there. And here we are, going to be coming round the corners onto the big, massive start-finish straight. We're trying to make a move on Carlos Sainz. We are gaining a little bit. He is on the soft compound tyres. Going to use this all the way through until we get to the end of turn 1. I'll switch back, trying to find a position to make a move. Can we do a late dive bomb down into the corner onto turn 1? No, we could have done. So just going to switch back on to the aggressive.
Save fuel.
Yeah.
You can afford to drop back.
As Vettel trying to move, you can move on Guan Yu Zhou. Could we also be about to get Guan Yu Zhou as well on the inside? So could we get for the corner? Could have maybe saved for it, but it is quite tight corners. Of course, with it being a street circuit, you need to be really, really careful in how aggressive you are. It's really good to try and do late dive bombs and make moves and things. But all we need is one tiny little lock-up, and you could be straight into the wall. So Bottas is already starting to just drop back slightly from Sergio Perez. Vital that he wants to stay in that DRS zone coming down the main long pit straight, because DRS will be activated at the end of this lap. Gasly is already starting to drop back a little bit as well, so we're just going to ask him to use the DRS. We just want to close this gap, because it's the next corner is around about this one here, I believe. No, this one here. This is turn 20. This is where the activation point is. So you need to be within that 1 second range at this point. It's vital you're there at that point.
DRS enabled.
The longer we can stay in the DRS range, the easier it's going to be for us to save fuel, save our tyres. Speaking of tyres, let's just take a quick look. So you've got a few drivers that are on the softs. So you've got Hamilton, Sainz, Russell, Alonso. Speaking of the McLarens, Norris is just trying to make a move on us. Can we get the move back? We had the inside line, but then we've got the long straight. Norris is going to get the inside line again. I think he's going to make this move stick. And we're going to have the inside again. Not ideal doing a lot of battling because it is slowing us down, unfortunately. Again, we've got the inside line. Then we've got the car section, and we managed to get back up ahead and stay ahead.
Good job.
That's good there. So, sorry, Hamilton, Sainz, Russell, Alonso, Ricciardo, Magnussen and Vesely are all on the softs.
And there's an overtake from
I believe they're either going to be doing a one-stop soft to hards, or they'll be doing a two-stop with possibly mediums and hards. So we'll need to keep an eye on them, see how their tyres go. If we were just to take a look for a second, and we were doing if they were doing that, you're probably looking in the region of about 15 laps or so is what they would be looking to do. So if we keep an eye out, if it's around about lap 15, then quite possibly that they're going to be doing the one stop. So just want to keep an eye on that. Gasly's already dropping really far back, nearly 2 seconds back from Carlos Sainz as it currently speaks. Now Norris about another second behind us. Albon about a second back from Sebastian Vettel at the moment, but of course this track is all about strategies and safety cars. You know how easily it will happen. Hamilton's got the fastest lap at the moment. Esteban Ocon's just made a move there on Albon with a nice bit of DRS there to aid with his overtaking there. Gasly now nearly 3 seconds back. I was about to say from Sainz, but it's not. It's actually Lewis Hamilton. So Sainz managed to get past Hamilton. Hamilton, who currently, as it stands, has the fastest lap of the race. So we want to keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on our tyre wear. If it's better than usual, we might be able to push a little bit harder, go a little bit more attacking, or go just stretch the stint just that little bit. So Alonso's got past Lando Norris behind us, is within about a tenth. So if we try and deploy with our ERS now, might be able to just stretch that gap out, but he's not in the DRS range. Let's go on board with Alonso. You can see how close he is to Gasly behind. 0.8 seconds. He's going to be coming this next corner here, and I think he's going to have the ERS. So you should see this come wide open. There it goes. So he's now be closing the gap here on Gasly. He's going to put down back into neutral. And then, of course, coming here into turn 2, it's around about here is the detection point again for the DRS down this straight between turns 2 and 3. Is Alonso going to make a move? Is he going to try and go down the inside? Actually, around the outside it would be. Excuse me, because it's left-hand turn. A lot of cars lock up there and then just do a little bit of a run-off. Hopefully that's not going to happen on this occasion. Albon's got slightly better fuel degradation at the present moment in time. So he can afford to push that a little bit more. So we're going to save the overtake for the main pit straight. That is the crucial one. So we'll stay on board with Albon as we come around to the main pit straight. We'll just speed up just a tiny bit to get this little middle bit out. Here we go. So right behind Esteban Ocon. And we're going to send it full into overtake, use a bit of the fuel that we've got.
Overtake. Yep, okay.
See, DRS wide open. Ocon moving across to try and block us off. Do we maybe try and make a move? We'll stay behind him, stay in the overtake for the moment. We are going to be in the DRS, hopefully, in the next one. Maybe we can get him here. Push hard, go, go, go. Come on, Albon. You've got everything going for you. Why aren't you making the move for it? Oh. Alright, well, we're nearly 7 laps up on fuel at the moment, so we're just going to look to use that. Oh, and the yellow flag in Sector 1. What's happened in Sector 1? Someone span out. Someone span out. And we've had a crash.
We've just had a crash on the track.
There's Lance Stroll.
Let's take a closer look. So this was the Aston Martin.
Oh.
Clearly something went
It's only a small crash. I don't think that's
there.
going to bring out a safety car. No, it's already been cleared. So Stroll, unfortunately, as a result of that, has fallen right to the back of the grid. I mean, he was actually may have already been back there. I wasn't actually paying attention. So Hamilton and Sainz both ahead of Bottas at the moment, probably 3 seconds behind them. And here we are on the main pit straight on board with Albon again. We're looking to just push. Let's push with the tyres as well. Go, go, go. Let's get this overtake done. Come on. We're gaining, we're pulling on the inside. There's the pit lane entry and we have pulled straight past him. We'll use a bit of deploy, try and just pull that gap away from him. You can see Albon right behind us. He is going to have DRS now coming up this straight. He's trying to make him move.
Okay.
And he's managed to get that place straight back. Oh. It's okay, Alex.
Alpine just advanced.
So Bottas is still holding on to the back of Sainz with the DRS at the moment, which is really pulling him along. I think if he lost the DRS range there, he would be beginning to lose out.
Let's reduce lifting coast by 1 level. Yep, copy.
Luckily here at the moment, fuel-wise, is looking reasonably good for Pierre. It's not going too massively strenuous. So just going to speed on a little bit.
And there's an overtake from Williams. We can take a look now. Now we see the Williams here.
Nice move up there on the inside. He might have, and he did actually manage to be just still behind him. So he's got the DRS to pull away there from Esteban Ocon there.
So easy.
That's an ideal position to be in. In an ideal world, you want to use that pit straight to be alongside them. Hang on, so George Russell apparently is down in P12 at the moment. So it's really not a good day for the Mercedes. Well, I mean, for half of the Mercedes. Mercedes putting in 5th with Hamilton, but 12th with Russell. Albon has, I think, from the looks of it, managed to pull out of the DRS range to Ocon behind. Hopefully we can now begin to close a gap to George Russell ahead. That would be wonderful. We see him just up ahead there.
Let's have a look. Now watch this. Here's Alonso's car.
And a very simple DRS overtake there. So really, unless I think we get any situations with the safety cars, we may only be battling out for the last 2 points places of 7 and 8 today. Obviously, we're so far back already from the top 6.
Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
Yeah, already 5 seconds back from Carlos Sainz. Bottas has managed to get back up into P4 as it currently stands. Both the Red Bulls currently on top of the leaderboard as it currently stands. Of course, it looks like possibly somewhere in the next 5 laps or so, we are going to start getting some pit stops for Hamilton, Sainz, Alonso, Russell, Ricciardo, Vessi and Magnussen. So you can see obviously those 3 towards the back, the soft compound tyres aren't actually doing them any favours. Of course, everyone is aware, anyone who has played F1 Manager so far. Oh, and Albon spun! Albon has spun! Jesus!
Let's take a look at the replay. Now watch this. Here's the moments involving Albon. Look at that! They've spun their car.
Luckily, that's not done any damage. We've not crashed into anything, but that is still...
such high hopes today. What a shame.
But it's okay. We've done this before and we've come back to recover. So this is not the end of the world. It is obviously still quite early. And we're not right at the very back either. That's the other good news. So, in terms of times, about 3 seconds now currently behind the 2 Haas's of Vesli and Magnussen. But we should be able to hopefully close the gap to them relatively quickly. But, oh my God, Gasly's currently down in P9. Norris and Alonso both making the overtakes there.
Still a lot to play for. This is good, come on.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
We're not going to watch that because we pretty much saw that. It was the simple DRS overtake. Okay, so we're just going to skip to in the realms of about lap 15 because I think that's where we're going to get our next pit stops. Gasly currently dropping back from Alonso and Norris as it currently stands. We should be able to hopefully close that gap up to them again. Yes, there we go. I think there's an issue there with the Delta because we're right behind Alonso, but it's saying 1.8 seconds behind. Let's just switch that back. There we go. That's more like it. That was a bit confusing there for a second. But Lando Norris has pulled away from Alonso. So at the moment we're battling for P8. Battling for P8. Of course, we're going to be stopping around about lap 21, there or thereabouts. But we should see... And actually the tyres are looking better than expected, so maybe they're not going to be lapping this early. So as I'm expecting to be around about the lap 15 mark. That was my rough estimate. Oh,
it's good.
And I have just seen Tsunoda come into the pits. So let's see what he comes out on. I'm guessing.
Just gained by Williams.
I'm guessing he's going to be.
Here's the replay. Now we see the Williams here.
Yeah, I'm guessing Tsunoda's going to come out on the hard compound tyres. And he does. He absolutely does. So, Hamilton and Sainz ahead of us. I'm expecting to come in the next lap or two, really. Right, so are they going to be coming in? Is Hamilton coming in? You see him just up ahead. No, he doesn't, and Sainz doesn't either. So they're staying out at least for a little bit. Currently 7.7 seconds behind the top 6 as we currently stand. Bottas, as you can see, right behind us, trying to have a go. But he's really, really close to us. I think he's going to get DRS here. And he's going to make the overtake. He's pretty much right alongside us. There you go. Just powering away, straight away. Alonso hasn't yet pitted, but he will be due very soon. So we're just going to skip towards the end
McLaren,
of
gain
this
of
lap.
position.
Again, I'm expecting Sainz and Hamilton to come into box any time now. They're pulling over to the side. Not yet, it seems. Okay, so going on one more lap. Let's watch again. Lap 16.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
And still no. Maybe these are lasting longer than I had suspected, but they are down to 40% now. They are down to 40%. So, what we really want to try and do is hopefully get the overcut to really close the gap. What were the last lap times in comparison? Gasly on the last lap was a second faster than Hamilton and Sainz. So that's to show that the soft tyres are starting to die off. Alonso, nearly a second and a half, well, over a second and a half slower than Gasly on the hards. Albon has managed to get his way back up to P16 at the present moment in time. Definitely a good couple of seconds faster than those around him. Stroll did a 2:06 last time, so either he had another spin or he's got some form of damage which is really slowing him down. Okay, so are they possibly going to be coming into pit this time around? If they don't come in this one, they have to be coming in next one, I'm sure of it. Here we go. You can see a pit lane entry. Oh, I don't know. I think they're both coming in. They're both in. Sainz and Hamilton are both into the pits. Let's see who has the better stop. Hamilton was behind. The Sainz get out ahead. No, Hamilton has a better stop. And he gets out ahead of Carlos Sainz. Tyreway is a little bit better than expected, so we're just going to push that a little bit further now.
Do what you can.
Copy.
Okay. Let's see what he's got in the bag. Albon back up to P14, currently 4.5 seconds behind Mick Schumacher. Of course, he's got a long way to go until around about lap 31 before he's pitting. Maybe we might get a safety car or something. That would really come in handy and help him out. So Gasly was pitting right here, right now. It's saying he'd be coming out around about P15. Which sounds unusual considering that Hamilton and Sainz, actually they were a couple of seconds ahead of us. So yeah, maybe. So it looks like they are doing the one swap. They were doing softs to hards, whereas we're doing the mediums to hards. So here we are behind Lando Norris as we currently speak. See how we go here. Oh.
Use energy.
Yeah.
Use overtake.
Copy.
Right, we want to try and just stay behind just enough. And then go for it. Go, 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 go. Ooh, bit of a wobble there. Wow, look at that speed.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Such a massive gap there to Norris straight away. Let's go full deploy. We want to pull out of that DRS range.
Copy.
Let's go. Let's push, push, push. Come on, you can do it. Magnussen's in the pit. So Norris is now 1.3 seconds, 1.4 seconds behind. That's good news. Keep pushing like this. Go on, keep pushing. We're going to lose our ERS soon, so we're just going to go back down into neutral. We're a lap up on our fuel, which is really good news as well. I'm saying now 1.7 seconds behind. So you see, he's not going to get the DRS coming down this main straight unless he manages to close up the gap in the next 2 corners or so, which, putting it mildly, ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. And Gasly is currently purple in sectors 1 and 2. Is this going to give him fastest lap so far? It is. That's the fastest lap. Gasly is currently on the fastest lap of this race so far. 1:46.8 compared to Hamilton. That's about a second and a half. No, actually, no. Hang on. Yeah, just under a second and a half faster than him. So if we can keep at this rate that we're going, we could really look to close up this gap. Looks like we are actually going to do better than expected, so we might just push it another lap or 2 longer. Russell is finally into the pits, and he's just come out of it. So he's a little way back from him, so he's got a little while there yet, but he's got a little way to go to catch back up to Fernando Alonso, who was battling with Gasly at one point, but now he's stuck in this area behind Albon. Albon was to pit right here, right now. That would put him about lap P18. So I want to keep going, keep doing what we're doing. I've just remembered what I was saying right before the unfortunate spin for Albon, which unfortunately put that out of my mind. Let's just keep an eye on the tyre times. So it was very much a case that tyre wear and tyre times I'm really hoping gets patched in the next one. I mean, at the moment it is great for us, but it will unfortunately mean a complete relearning of the game to some extent. 3/10 slower than Hamilton in that particular instance. Sainz looks like he's getting held up behind Sebastian Vettel, which is great news for us there. So down to about 40%. Ooh, wrong one. Right. I think we can go 1 or 2 laps slightly longer. I think for Gasly. We'll just keep an eye on the lap times, because if we start dropping off, then that isn't good, and we need to back it off. I mean, we're still faster than Norris at the present moment in time. Verstappen and Bottas are into the pits, as is Lando Norris. 1:48.5, so still consistent.
Bottas is pitted.
and we're going to pit on the next lap. Okay, so we are going to be switching on to the hard compound tyres. So we've
Box.
yeah, so we're basically pushing 1 lap longer. Sorry, 2 laps longer than we
No saving required.
were intended to. So I want to have a really big push in lap now. Really big push in lap. Where is it estimating to put us out? It's estimating to put us out about P9. Which would be ahead of Norris. But how much time would we have gained then on Carlos Sainz? That will be the crucial thing. Here we go. So we're coming into pit. Here we go. Safety car right now would be perfect.
Yeah, in the box.
Copy.
Safety car. No, unfortunately not. So we're just coming out there now. There's Vettel just up ahead. We were in the region of about 6 seconds behind Hamilton and Sainz when they come in for their pit. We're probably about 4 seconds, so we have closed the gap somewhat to them. Right, so we can try and push now, I think. We should be able to push now with our tyres, the fact that we went just that little bit longer than we were intending to. Which means as well, I'm thinking we can start to go a little bit more attacking for Albon as well.
Copy.
And we'd obviously have to determine whether saving fuel, saving tyres would be advantageous over a safety car if it comes out a little bit different. So if we were to have to go standard, what would we be talking? Probably be at a lap 27 would be, I think, just about pushing it. So if we needed to, then we could, in theory, do it. But hopefully, if we were to get it, it'd be a little bit later. Vettel is finally into the pit. So yes, about 4.2 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. So we have made time up. Let's just see our last times in comparison. Oh, that was our out lap. So that won't be a consistent one. Let's just bring this through. Right, and so Sainz was 147.8. We were 147.3, so we're about half a second quicker than him at the moment. So we are just gaining that little bit. 3.5 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. He's another 3 seconds back from Hamilton, who's another 3 seconds back from Bottas. This is a strange one. There's not really that much actually DRS action. The last couple of races really have been all about DRS action. Gasly down to two seconds back from Science now. So going quite attacking is really helping. Oh, but I've just realised we've got to take everything down.
Okay.
So that wasn't very clever of me. Maybe that's why we were gaining so much so quick now. Although that was a bit strange that we were gaining that much. But at least we've got such a big gap to Norris at the moment. That's one really big, very big thing to see there. We want to have that gap to Norris. We don't want to be at risk of being overtaken. We want to do as well as we can in this game, see, guys. Albon currently doing quite well in P9. Tyre wear is looking good. And we'll see how we get on in terms of the tyre degradation. And hopefully we can get another similar situation there. We can just push on another lap or two. Maybe try and hold up for a safety car. Be hopeful for a safety car around about then, because that will help Albon, because he was very unfortunate, I think, to spin there. He was on his own, not really being challenged. But that's something I think, again, we need to work on. Or do we potentially look at an alternative driver? If you've got any suggestions of a driver that you think I should take a look at, that of course would be better than Albon. Maybe from your own experiences, tell me, give me an idea who you think I should have a look at. So Gasly is now nearly within the DRS range of Carlos Sainz. Can we get it to the next corner within that 1 second? This would be the one. I don't think we will have got it. Probably not on this occasion. So didn't quite manage to get in the DRS range on that occasion, but we're definitely a lot closer to him than before. So we could potentially close the gap. And if we can close the gap here on Sainz, and we get past him and pull away, could we in theory pull on back to Hamilton? Again, chase another top 5 finish. Just currently over halfway through the race at the present moment in time. And here we go, onto the main pit straight. We're going to have the DRS now. Let's see if we can try and send it. Come on. Close the gap. We're getting closer and closer and closer. Oof. I think it's now going to be squeaky bum time for Carlos Sainz. I want to stay behind him for now. In an ideal world, we want to get that overtake done on the next race out. Oh my God. We're going to get the overtake done, overtaking the Ferrari without the DRS. And we have.
Good job.
We've got the overtake done already. Let's take a look back at that.
And a new position, just gained by Williams. Let's take a closer look. Now look at this, it's Pierre Gasly. goodness me! There they go, moving ahead of the other driver. The team watching on and clearly loving that.
Lovely overtake. Okay, so can we now begin to pull away? About 5 seconds back from Lewis Hamilton. If we can pull away, if we don't battle too much with Carlos Sainz, and just stretch out a gap, then I think we could close the gap to Hamilton. Getting ever so closer now. I think we're the only driver left to stop. Yes. Alonso's still around about 3 seconds behind Albon as it comes to speak. If we were pitting right now, we'd come out around about 17th. So that'd be behind Daniel Ricciardo. So be right in that battle. So in an ideal world, we can just try and push on. We want to ideally get on 50th ahead of Tsunoda. That would be the best situation. We want to get battling again with Esteban Ocon. Of course, we will be on the faster tyres. We'll be the only driver not finishing on the hard compound tyres. Let's try and deploy a little bit now. I want to see if we can pull away. See if we can pull away from Carlos Sainz. We don't want him battling with us. Oh, Perez currently on fastest sector 1. Oh, it's Leclerc who has the fast lap at the moment, not us. Oh, I got confused there.
No saving required.
Yeah.
Come on, let's try and pull away.
Save fuel.
Okay, so we have got a couple more laps to go for, so hopefully yeah, fairly consistent with those around him. We're going at least one more lap. I mean, like I said, safety car right now would be perfect.
You did a good job.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Right, it is now or never. We will be pitting on the next lap for Albon. So please give us a safety car. Please give us a safety car. I'm begging you.
Okay, yeah, we'll box this lap.
Yes, okay, box.
Okay, so let's just stay on board with Albon as he completes his final lap. And actually, let's just make sure that we're sending everything. Send everything. Go, go, go. Push, push, push.
Fuel saving.
Okay.
Come on, Alex. Give it everything you've got. are coming down onto the main pit straight now.
Increase, lift and coast.
Okay, here we go. Coming into the pit. Safety car right now, please. Well, give me a safety car. God damn it. So who are we going to come out ahead of or behind? Oh, right in that battle. 2.4 second stop. So we come out P16. So right in that little train, leading all the way up to Esteban Ocon. Oh, there's Mick Schumacher. Fortunately, he got the DRS as a result of coming out right behind us as we came out. But it's okay. It is absolutely fine. We're on the faster tyre. We've in theory got the faster car.
Alpha Tauri gained a place.
And we should be able to overtake them. So we have made up time on Lewis Hamilton at the same time as being behind Carlos Sainz. That's fine. We're going to keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on how we're doing there. Okay, so we're going to get the DRS now, but because we are right at the back of the train, it's just going to make it slightly harder.
The tyres aren't really coming down.
That's okay.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
You're doing a good job.
We've just got past Carlos Sainz.
We can take a look now. Now we see the Williams here.
Nice simple overtake there with the DRS. Right. Can we deploy now? Can we get away from Carlos Sainz? You can see Hamilton only just slightly ahead there, with 3 seconds back from him. Under 3 seconds now, going as we go through the castle section. Very well, going to Baku is probably a city that I would love to visit at some point, but it's obviously such an awkward place to get to, and it would be really, really expensive. I think we have managed to pull outside the DRS range of Carlos Sainz. Brilliant. Keep pushing with that ERS. It's only 1.5 seconds back. And it stays like this going into the next ERS zone. That means we can stop worrying about Sainz and start focusing on Hamilton. Oh, it's a new fastest lap! So 1:45. We're nearly 2 seconds faster than both Hamilton and Sainz. We'll see what Albon's is as he comes down towards the finishing line. And send him up into overtake.
Easy overtake.
Yeah.
Right behind Mick Schumacher. Can we get an overtake done? Oh, good, because he's got the DRS same as us. He did a 1:47, so again, it's faster than the other cars around him, but he needs to be able to make the moves and get them done. Here we go. We're gaining, we're gaining, we're gaining. Can we get it done before we get to the turn? Oh, not quite on this occasion. And stay with the overtake. You can do this. Come on. They're battling hard. Oh, just such a tight, all these slow corners, it really does slow you down, unfortunately. If there's one car, I think you'd be able to do it a lot easier, but they're all following each other. So what this past lap was on this occasion as we come to the finishing line. So we're still about a second faster than Sainz and Hamilton. So Sainz is about 2 seconds back, we're about a second and a half back from Lewis Hamilton. So that is one that we really want to keep an eye on.
Check the DRS. Copy.
So we've currently got about 14 laps to go in this race. Only Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll's the only one who has so far been lapped. And where's he on the grid? Oh my God, he might be about to get lapped by Gasly, you know, because there's Hamilton right behind, and Gasly's of course right behind him. Let's just stay on board with Lance Stroll for the moment. I mean that's a long way behind Bestie. I mean, Lance Stroll should really just retire right now. Aston Martin, they're not doing any good. There goes Hamilton. Can Gasly get past nice and quickly as well? Don't want to slow him up. Yep, there he goes. Only 1.4 seconds. Just harvest the ERS. And we'll get that for when we need to attack Hamilton. That's the big one at the moment. Oops. Just draw back slightly there from him there, whilst we were trying to recover some of the ERS there.
Good job, good job.
Yes!
Come on, we can get Hamilton.
Yes, we can. We can get
There's
Hamilton.
an overtake
Thank you for
from
the
Williams.
comment there. Let's
see
watch
what
the
happened
overtake there.
Now watch this. Here's the moments involving Albon.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect. So we've got past one. Next one up is Daniel Ricciardo, who we were battling really hard with last year out, surprisingly. In and around about this position, actually. But it was obviously a very different reason, the fact that we got stuck in down there, because we just had a really bad car last year, as Williams doing in real life. And still around about that 1.6 from Hamilton at the moment. No. I'm saying a slightly better lap than his last time out. Alright, let's really deploy this lap again. Just want to push a little bit.
No saving required.
So we can close that gap. Come on, we can do this. And that's a 1.4. 1.3. Sonoda's in the pit. Okay. Hang on 1 second. So Sonoda was in the pits. He stopped early on the soft compound tyres. As did likes of like Russell and Alonso, Sainz, Hamilton. I think they're personally going to be okay. Maybe Sonoda had damage or something. I mean, I've not seen any crash or anything. I'd be surprised. Or maybe it could mean that they're doing those soft starters are going to do a 2-stop, which would be amazing. I think we are now into that ERS zone. We have caught right up to Hamilton there.
Safe fuel, safe fuel.
Yeah.
I know the tires are getting warm, but don't you worry about anything, your beauty. Oh. Okay, let's see if we can go full send, full send. Go, go, go. He's pulling away again. Here we are. Look at that. I think we did have the DRS, or maybe we didn't. Are we going to get the move done on Hamilton? I think we are, you know.
Safe
We've got
fuel.
it done.
Okay.
Get in.
This is good.
I want to see that overtake replay.
And a new position, just gained by Williams. Let's take a look at the replay. Now look at this, it's Pierre Gasly. Moving up a place there.
Oh.
Excellent work from them.
Absolutely, that was excellent work.
That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
Oh, we are.
Great overtake.
Yes, it was. Right, so let's just see how we get on now. Because realistically, I don't think we're going to catch up to Bottas like we did Hamilton. Oh, nearly 3 wide coming up there, up to turn 3 there for for Alexander Albon. Can we try and make a move on Ricciardo? No, but we can push with the fuel.
Let's reduce lifting coast. Yes.
You see, Lewis Hamilton right behind there. He's going to get this move done, I think. Not on that occasion. He's right behind us there. You can see him now. He's going to make a move with the DRS down. Up. Oh, is he though? Has he got the speed? I don't know if he has. He hasn't. So let's see if we can just push. Let's see if we can push and just pull away from him. Pull away as much as we can. On board with Albon, trying to make a move on Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, Gasly spun! And it's VSC, oh my god! Oh, has he looked? Oh, and his tyres are gone. His tyres are gone. Shit. Oh, crap. No. Major damage to the front wing and minor damage to the chassis. Jesus. Right. And annoyingly, it's not a full safety car. Full safety car would have been so much better. Oh, right. Crap. I knew there'd be something. Right. Right, let's just take a look. Surely the softs will be fine from here. Yep, they're going to be fine. Damn it! Right. So, it's a brand new set of softs. We have to change the freaking front wing. It's going to estimate it's going to put that in 8, so it's not necessarily the complete end of the world.
Oh, that's a crash! Here's the replay.
What happened?
Look at this, it's Pierre Gasly.
Oh, that seemed like nothing.
That's very unfortunate.
That seemed like a nothing thing. It wasn't like he hit the curb or anything.
The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
It said no overtaking permitted, and yet I was just overtaken. Right, we're into the pit.
No DRS.
Right, Alonso. Right. So Alonso's about 3.7 seconds behind. We're about 11 seconds behind Norris. So we should still just about finish in the points. But annoyingly, we aren't going to finish as high as we were.
Yes, is ending.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. We were doing so well there, really, really well. But we are on the softs compared to Norris, who's on obviously older hards. You know, maybe we could, in theory, close the gap to him and still manage to get P7 and get best of the rest. Oh dear.
Nice work.
And Albon's managed to make his way up to P14. So now we've got Ocon behind us. Sorry, ahead of us.
Williams. Let's take a closer look. Now watch this.
Oh, round the outside. And then managed to have the inside line for the next corner. Beautiful little work there done. Work there done? That was a bit of a weird one. So, of course, Ocon is not going to have any ERS. We need to try and use that for our advantage. Yeah, we were definitely faster than Ocon last time out. So we kind of want to stay behind him. The next corner, that'd be an ideal situation. Get the DRS on the next one and use that to power on past. And go, go, go!
Happy to use the overtake.
There we go.
Could be.
Now deploy. Push, push, push.
Yeah.
Albon's up into P13. Back into P13. Gasly coming down about a second up to Norris now.
And a new position. Just
That was
gained by
last lap
Williams.
time. Oh, that's irrelevant because that was the out lap.
Check the DRS. Yeah, sure.
Right. Garnsley's last lap out. Nearly a full second faster than Norris, Sainz and Hamilton. He's gaining again. 8.6. We've got, what, 6 laps or so remaining. Could we, in theory, catch Norris by the end of the race? I sincerely hope so. I sincerely hope so. And Albon is out of DRS range of Ocon.
Full deploy.
Got it.
Just keep pushing on a little bit more, just really pull away. But everything now, I believe, is probably going to depend on either if we get a full safety car, some sort of full safety car out between now and the end of the race, which will neutralise everything. But if we don't, then the only thing that, in my opinion, might possibly change is Gasly. If he may overtake Lando Norris, if he manages to gain enough time on him. DRS is back enabled again. We're just going to speed up a little bit, because not a lot to really watch at this moment in time. We're just so far back from everyone else. Down to about just under 5.5 seconds with about 4 laps to go. Gasly. We're getting closer and closer. But actually, no, I think it's 3 laps. I think it's 3 laps. Again, you know, more than a second faster than Norris on the last time out. So I think we might just be within a chance to get close enough to him. Alright, we've got 2 laps of racing left. 2 laps of racing left. We can do this. 2 to go. Come on. Right, full deploy.
Energy if you need it.
Yeah.
We're going to close that gap now. Close that gap.
And we think you can reduce lifting coast.
Okay, copy.
Right. It could literally be all or nothing on the last lap. Right, here we go.
No saving required.
Right. If we can get within the DRS range of the last one, we may possibly be able to do it on the last lap. Oh, just push, push, push.
Last lap now.
Yeah, last lap. Come on, come on.
Yeah, got it.
You can do this. Come on.
Use energy.
Come on, give it everything you've got. Come on. We're not going to get anything with DRS, so if we are going to get it, it's going to have to be a normal on-track overtake. Unless we get on the final straight. Come on. In the DRS zone. Right behind him. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this! Come on, Pierre.
Come on, Pierre.
Yeah, come on! So, Verstappen has won the race, but of course it is all down to this. All down to this. Can we manage to get an overtake and done? It's going to be really tight. We're so on the edge. About half a second back. If the DRS opens, we might just be in with a chance. Possibly. We'll have to see. Does DRS open? I don't think it is opening. Not on that last lap, not on that last straight. Ah!
Check the flags.
So close.
Yeah, thanks guys.
That's an excellent drive.
And then here is Albon going to come through for P13 as well. So Gasly does get the final points place of the race. So that means he's going to get 1 point. Alonso, unfortunately, about 18 seconds back off that. Very disappointing with, unfortunately, that spin losing out there. So yes, I do have to think, do we consider change up Albon or do we stick with him? Because you can see what Pierre can do with the car. You can see what he can do with the car. And that is definitely, for me, in my opinion, it's all about the driver rather than the car. I think Pierre is doing kind of like what Kevin Magnussen was doing for Haas in real life early this season. He was really pulling along Haas,
Gasly flew us to the stars.
who didn't deserve to be as high as they were.
Williams have got to be happy with their results
Unlucky
here.
mate.
This was good work.
Thank you there,
The team
Fireball.
was absolutely on their game today, and the result proves that.
And after this result, the team is 4th in the constructor standings.
For the next round in Formula One, the teams are travelling to the circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the Canadian Grand Prix.
Oh, Canada. So this is a stretch of races that I love. Okay, so actually the top 9 finishes in exactly the same order that they actually started the race, which is really interesting. Zhou Guan Yu gained 2 places. Russell and Vettel lost out basically to him. Albon, I think, basically overtook Ocon. Mick Schumacher overtook Ricciardo. And then it was again the same. So, surprisingly, it was a very surprising race that there wasn't very many changes in overtakes and things. Compared to other things. So Max Verstappen's now got a 12-point gap over Charles Leclerc, who's retaken the lead over Carlos Sainz with that second place finish there. Perez has gained a place over Lewis Hamilton, so top 6 is the usual top 6, Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes. But then Williams currently this season are best of the rest. With 29 points. Albon is still currently technically the best driver with 16 points, and then Pierre is 13, which makes it weird when you think like that maybe that we're thinking about not keeping Albon because he's finished every single race. Gasly, unfortunately, he's failed to finish on 2 occasions. But both drivers have now finished the race with a fastest lap. And of course, Albon had the podium where he finished 2nd in that incredible race in, was it Miami? I think it might have been Miami. I could be wrong. I'll need to go back and double check that. And then after that, Bottas is still doing incredibly well at the present moment in time. Is anyone outside of us? No. So it's literally only Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes and Williams have actually got a podium this year, which is really nice to see. So yeah, we're currently 29 points in 4th place. We've got Alfa Romeo behind us, who got about 1/3 of our points. McLaren right behind them, only 1 point behind on 9, and Alpine tied on them. So Alfa's actually overtaken both McLaren and Alpine at the present moment in time. And AlphaTauri have 1 point, 1 single point for them, which leaves just Aston Martin and Haas, unfortunately, getting no points so far in this season. Any development points earned for any of our drivers? It looks like not. No. Okay, no, that's fair enough. Okay, so only one bonus paid out to Pierre Gasly, same as last time. Obviously, he has to finish 8th or higher to get his bonus. Albon has to finish 10th or higher to get his. So that's another 3.9 million into the bag. Is there anything that we could, in theory, use it on? So that side pod, that extra one that we needed has now been done. Let's take a look at the warehouse of the parts. Chassis, we're fine there. Front wing, we've now only got 2, so we need to manufacture a couple more. We need, I would say, at least 2. So we'll get 1 in 3 days. Yeah, that'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, we'll manufacture 1 side pod just so we have got a spare one, just in case. But I don't think we should realistically need another one. Oh, suspension actually, I think we will need one because I think obviously we did have damage there. So if we just go for 1, that should be absolutely fine. So we may need new powertrains or gearboxes or ERS or something like that in the future. But right now, we don't actually. Have we got any design projects in process? We have an underfloor being designed at the moment. Okay, so that's going to be in approximately 46 days. So I think we could probably go for possibly 2. If we go for... try and go for another front and rear wing, I think. Actually, no, we've got no more units. 7 days. Right, we'll save off then for another 7 days for when we get our newest batch of time that we can do anything with. Any facilities we want to look at upgrading? Right, let's do that memorabilia room. It's not a lot, that one, to do anything there. Right, do we know if there's going to be any more voting or anything like that coming in soon? Right, 10th of July, that'll be when we get the next one, which will be after the British Grand Prix. That's it, after two races time. So next episode out, we're going to be doing the Canadian Grand Prix, and then we'll be able to take a look at everything else there. Perfect. Okay, so the side pods there are all done. Oh, I manufactured the wrong bloody one. That's an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot there. Absolute blooming idiot. Okay, Albon does actually have a development point we can use on him. So, yeah, we want to reduce the chance of him spinning. So yeah, let's boost that one up. Albon, have you got anything? No. Gasly, I meant. Yeah, he actually does have one. Let's improve his reactions. That's still the lowest one there. Vettel would be interested in joining, but both him and Bottas, they're on the older side. I mean, Bottas is 87 rated, so that would be a big boost, and maybe use that some later. He's got 5 months left in his contract. I think then, let's see what happens by the end of the year. Because Hamilton's contract runs out at the end of the year. If Hamilton's contract runs out, it'd be worth going for a cheeky little punt on Lewis Hamilton, not going to lie. If Bottas, yeah, also we can't get to Hamilton, then maybe Bottas is again worth a little cheeky one, you know. Okay, well, I think that is going to pretty much do it for this episode. That was, yeah, a very frustrating race right at the end. We did keep up the record of having safety car or virtual safety car, but yeah, it didn't help us. It was actually one that just unfortunately it hindered us because it was our situation. So yeah, so next time out, it is going to be the Canadian Grand Prix. That was a bloody exciting race last year out as well. So if you haven't seen anything else, and today was your first time watching my series, then definitely go and watch that one. That was episode 6. Of my series. The full playlist is on my channel. You can see episode 6, which was Canada. That was probably the first one. Before that, all my episodes, the first 5 episodes, I was literally doing everything. So I was doing like a 3, 4, 5 hour stream, and it was probably quite boring to really watch. I'm not gonna lie. Episode 6 with Canada, that's where I really started streamlining everything. So really the main things that you're watching is going to be the race itself. So yeah, if you want a good starting off point, that's probably the one that I would probably recommend. And then also two then great races in a row. Episode 10, which was in Hungary with the rain, where there was a whole situation with the rain, and that could have worked in our advantage, or it may have not have. And then in Belgium, still my favourite race so far, episode 11. Definitely, if you watch nothing else, please go and watch that episode at the very least. That was absolutely fantastic. So that's going to do it for this episode. I will be back later on this evening. I'm going to do another episode of Red Dead Redemption. That's one of the other series I'm doing at the moment, so that's going to be another episode of that tonight. For now, thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Take care. Bye bye.